Hello everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist from Physio Function, and I'm going to be taking this level 3 different strokes exercise class today. So for those of you who are new to us, level 3 classes are designed for individuals who may have some restricted movement in their affected upper limb but who have reasonably good movement in their affected lower limb. This class is a combination of seated and standing exercises. So please be aware it is a requirement for your standing exercises that you have someone there to supervise you for safety, and also that you have something solid and sturdy to hold on to when you're doing your exercises to help you with your balance. So this could be a kitchen bench like I've got, or it could be a sturdy upright chair or a table. So today we are going to be working on balance. So we're going to be looking at this for the next few weeks. We are going to start with a seated warm-up, okay, just to get everything moving, try and activate our core muscles that help with our balance. We are then going to go into a circuit. So the circuit is going to be a combination of some exercises for strengthening the muscles in your legs and your core, and also some exercises specifically designed to challenge your balance, as well as a bit of cardiovascular work chucked in there as well to get your breathing rate up. So a nice combo for you. So let's get started. So let's start with thinking about activating and moving and getting everything in our core, so that's everything in this midsection, ready so that we can use these muscles to help us with our balance when we come to doing our standing exercises. So sit nice and tall, nice big shoulder rolls back, think up, back and down. Loosening up those muscles in the shoulder girdle, in around the shoulder joints. Can sometimes get a bit creaky and crunchy. Really nice. Lovely, everybody. Nice and relaxed. Really get everything moving. Get some blood going to these areas. Lovely. Okay, hands on your lap. Let's slide these hands away from us around that back. Option to drop your head if that's comfortable for you. Then grow nice and tall. Slide the shoulders back and down. Add some breath to that. Big breath in here. Breathe out. Slide those hands away. Draw the tummy in. Breathe in. As you squeeze those shoulders back together, grow nice and tall. Breathe out as you round. Options, drop that head, draw that tummy in. Breathe in as you come up. So you can move at your own pace here, move with your own breath. So breathing out as we round. In as we grow tall. Few more breaths here. Again, out as we round. In as we grow tall. Good. Just moving with your own breath. And then we're going to finish up sitting nice and tall. Hands on the right knee. Let's turn from the waist to look over our right shoulder. Feel that rotation. We're not pulling on our knee. Back to the middle, hands on the left knee, turn to look over the left shoulder. Feel that gentle rotation in your waist. Back to the middle, hands on the right knee, turn to look over the right shoulder. Back to the middle, hands on the left knee, turn to look over the left shoulder. Really nice. One more each way, hands on the right knee, turn to look over the right shoulder. Back to the middle, hands on the left knee, turn to look over the left shoulder. Back to the middle, lovely. Let's straighten that right leg out in front of us, okay? So right leg straight, left leg is bent. We're going to think about doing a sweeping down and up, keeping that chest up. So this is our little reverse train or emu stretch, how I like to call it. So if I'm from the side, we're sitting towards the edge of the chair, right leg is straight, keeping our back straight. We're just doing little sweeps back and down. Feel a gentle stretch down the back of that front leg, or that straight leg. Good. Good, we're going to change legs. So straighten out that left leg, right knee is bent, forward and back. Really nice. Keep that back straight, that head up, that chest up. A gentle stretch down the back of that straight leg. One more. And then relax. Bring yourself back around. Sit forward in your chair with your feet flat on the floor. Spread those toes out. Feet underneath your knees. Think about that 90 degrees. Sit nice and tall, tummy gently drawn in. I want you to think about digging your heels down into the floor equally through both sides and feeling the activation or squeezing of your bottom muscles. Hold that there and then relax. And again, think about digging your heels down into the ground. Squeeze those bottom muscles. Feel that activation. Hold that there, breathe normally, and then relax. And again, dig down, hold. Good. And then relax. Lovely. And again, dig down and hold. Really nice. And then relax. Good. We're going to do a few more here. Dig down and hold. Squeeze your bottom. Feel that lighting up and activation of your back body. And relax. Good. Let's do one more. Push down, squeeze and hold. Feel those bottom muscles activating. And relax. Lovely. Now, if you've got somebody there to help you, okay, I want them to put their hands on the outside of your knees, okay? You can do this to yourself as well, but you'll have to, if you struggle with using both of your hands, it might be that you have to use alternating, okay? Or if you've got a dressing gown cord, you could tie that around your legs to use. But if you've got your assistant there, ask them to put their hands on the outside of your knees. What I want you to do is I want you to push your knees out into their hands, but they're going to try and stop you moving. So no movement's actually happening, but you're resisting each other, and then we're going to relax, okay? So you can do this by yourself if you want to, pushing out, and you can alternate, pushing out each side, okay? Off we go. So we're going to push out, pushing knees into hands, both trying to move each other, but you're both trying to stop each other too, and relax. So you should really feel this lighting up the muscles in your hip here, and your bottom. And again, let's push out, push, 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 and then relax. Really nice. Let's go again. Push out, and relax. We're really waking up these muscles in your bottom and your hips, which are really important for your balance. And again, let's push out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Really focus on your affected side, okay? And again, push out. 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Lovely. And again, push out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Good. Few more here. Push out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Good. Let's do 2 more. Push out. 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Good. Last one. Push out. 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Good. Okay, lastly, let's think about engaging those tummy muscles. So if you've joined me for the last couple of times, we've talked about engaging this diamond. So if you put your heel of your hand on your bony hip point at the front here, you can do it with both hands if that's available to you. Fingers pointing down towards your pubic bone, thumbs pointing up towards your tummy, so it makes a diamond shape. Imagine the tissues, so all the muscles underneath your hand, this diamond, are collecting together and back, almost like a corset. So you're thinking of them drawing in and gently back towards your spine. So as if you're trying to pull your tummy button, but also the muscles below it back towards your spine, or you're trying to get on that tight pair of jeans. Okay, gently holding and breathing, and then relax. So let's go again. I want you to think about breathing in, breathe out, and gently draw in those tummy muscles. So feel that gentle activation, sitting nice and tall. Hold that there, breathing normally, and then relax. And again, breathe in to prepare. Breathe out. Draw those tummy muscles in. Hold that there. Keep breathing. And then relax. Good. And again, breathe in to prepare. Breathe out. Draw in those tummy muscles. Hold it. Keep breathing normally. And then relax. We're going to add on to this. Again, breathe in to prepare. Breathe out. Draw in those tummy muscles. Now lift one arm up, keeping that posture. Lower back down. And relax. Big breath in to prepare. Breathe out. Draw in those tummy muscles. Good. Lift the other arm if you can, or as much as you can. Keep breathing normally and back down. Little relax. Good. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out. Tummy in. Lift right arm. And down. Good. Little relax if you need. Again, breathe in and out. Draw in. Feel that engagement in your core. Lift left arm up. Try and keep that posture exactly the same. And down. We're really working on that control, not letting yourself lean back. And relax. Okay, you should be feeling nice and awake in your tummy and your core and your hips now. I definitely am. Let's start with doing some exercises to just gently get our heart rate and our breathing rate up before we go into our circuit. So we're just going to start with some marching of our arms and legs. Really get those arms and legs swinging. Try and think about maintaining that posture. We've really worked on those muscles around our tummy and our hips. Okay, so it's really important we work on these muscles because they are very key to helping us maintain our balance. And it's a really nice way of sort of connecting to your body, connecting to your core, and thinking about finding that symmetry. Activating those muscles on the affected side of your trunk that can be quite weak sometimes, or could be quite weak for you. Nice. We're going to march for another 30 seconds, and then we're going to get started. Get those arms swinging. Love it, guys. Okay, and relax. Okay, while you're having a rest and grab a drink if you need one, I'm going to go through our exercises. So the first exercise we're going to do is squats. So squats, why are we doing those? So squats are a really good exercise for your bottom muscles, okay, as well as your thighs. And I want you to think here about symmetry and using your hands only as needed for balance. So here we're having to think about control, maintaining symmetry whilst moving, okay, which will challenge our balance. So we're trying not to grip onto the side. So bottom muscles, again, is a really good one for activating those, which are really important for balancing, okay? It's also a nice way of thinking about if we're doing a functional task such as we're going to pick something up, we need to be able to squat down to do that. So we need to be able to maintain our centre of gravity over the middle of our feet whilst bending our hips and knees, okay? So hands as lightly as possible. I will go through each exercise as we do it. We're going to go for 1 minute. So if you get yourselves ready for your squats, I'll get my stopwatch ready. Okay, feet symmetrical. Remember, try and have nice light hands. You've got your assistant there to supervise you if needed for safety. You could have a chair behind you as well as a target. And I want you to think about moving only as low as you can, maintaining control and knees not dropping in, okay? Remember, in line with second toes. Off we go. Weight symmetrical through both legs. Squeeze your bottom at the top. Keep your head and your chest up as you go down. Squeeze at the top. Now, I only want you to go as low as you can control and as low as you can without feeling like you're going back and you're having to pull back on the side, okay? Think about keeping the weight over the center of your foot. So equal weight distribution through your toes and your heels, right down through the center. So be really mindful of where you feel the weight when you're going down and back up. So really think about getting those hips going back, knees are coming forward to keep your center through the middle of your foot. Keeping that balance. Let's do one more here and then back up. Lovely. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is lateral weight transfer. So this moving our weight from one leg to the other. Oh, sorry, that's my watch, maybe jump. Moving our weight from one leg to another. Okay, so again, it's important for our balance, we're able to transfer our weight from side to side. If you want to make it more challenging, you can add a heel lift on the opposite side. But I want you to think about the heel naturally wanting to come up, not you having to push through your toe to lift. So we're going to go for 1 minute. Hold on to your bench as you need. You can have holding on in front as you need. With all of these exercises, try and only hold on and use your hands as much as you need to for balance. So you're not doing more than you need. You're really working on these tummy muscles, bottom muscles, all the muscles you need to keep your balance. Off we go. So we're going side to side, nice and controlled. Really, really concentrate as well when you go over to your affected side. You're staying nice and long and strong through your legs, especially squeezing the muscles around your bottom and your hip to really maintain that nice long line through that side. Try not to rush off that affected side either. Really focusing and feeling and being mindful of the weight shifting from one side to the other in a really controlled way. That's it. We're over halfway. Really nice, guys. Side to side. Remember, keep yourself in a nice long line. Feel that weight. Let's do one more. And stop there. Okay. The next one we're going to do is hip circles. So what this is, you're going to bring your weight onto one leg. We're going to focus on one side this round and then the other side the next round. So let's start with our left leg moving. We're bringing our weight onto our right side. Hold the bench as you need for balance. Remember, lightly if you can. We're going to think about drawing a big circle around with our leg. Imagine you're drawing, I guess it's more of a semicircle really, a semicircle with our leg. We're going to change direction halfway, okay? Really think here about the movement coming from your hip, trying to really feel the muscles in the back, especially as you go back to the side and round, you're really feeling like those hip and bottom muscles are working, those ones we really woke up in our warm-up. Okay, off we go. So we're going forward, big circle round, really use those tummy muscles, keep your chest up, back to the middle. Forward, big circle round, back to the middle. Remember, you're working to make the circle as big as you can. It might not be the same as mine. Again, really focusing on that back and round because that might be the tricky part for you. One more this way, forward, back and round. Squeeze those bottom muscles. Keep your tummy in, your chest up. Let's change direction. Reach back, around and forward. Good, you might feel your muscles working on your right side too. Round and forward. Good. Got time for one more. Reach back, round and forward. Back to the center. Awesome. Okay. Next exercise. We're going to do weight transfer, but this time we're coming forward and back. So from the side, this looks like this. We're bringing weights to our toes, back to our heels. Now you could just start here, just feeling and being mindful of the weight shifting forward and back. Keeping as well, so weight shifting forward and back, but you're keeping it symmetrical through left and right leg. Hands are nice and light. Okay, you're only going back as far forward and back as you can control. If you want to, you could try and think about doing a little toe lift and heel lift. Okay, so up to you if you want to make it a bit more challenging. So we're going to go for 1 minute. If you need to have a little rest before this, then you can have a sit down and a rest. Okay, we will be going into a bit of an active recovery after this one. But if you need to have a sit down rest, then just press pause and then come back to it when you're ready. Okay, off we go. We're going forward, backward. Be mindful to keep the weight equal through left and right foot. Feel the weight forward and back as far as you can control. It's always good with these as well to have your assistant nearby for safety. You could have a chair behind you. You're working on what you can control, but something that's also a bit of a challenge. It's just really important for your safety, you've got someone there. Good, hands are as light as you can make them, whilst keeping safe. Really nice, guys. Got about 15 seconds left. Then an active recovery before we repeat. Good, one more. And then relax. Okay, come back down to sitting. We're going to have a little active recovery here. So we're going to do a minute of punching. Okay, so you can go forward and back with the hands here, or we can punch alternate arms if you have that available to you. So a bit of cardiovascular work, something to get our breathing rate up, but to give our legs a bit of a rest because they've worked quite hard. Okay, 1 minute, off we go, punching those arms. Moving as fast as you can. Remember, we're wanting to keep our body moving. Get that breath rate up a little bit, but give our legs a little bit of a rest because they've worked hard. And then we're going to go back into doing that circuit one more time. Lovely, guys. Keep it going. You're over halfway. Good. That's it. Three, and rest. Okay, grab yourselves a drink if you need one. I am gonna get one quickly. I've been talking too much. Okay, so we're going to do that circuit one more time. So we're going back into our squats. So if you would like to change this ever so slightly to give yourself opportunity to sit a little bit too, if you're struggling with the consistent standing, you could do some standing up and sitting down for this minute, because we still want to think about controlling that weight, keeping it through the center of our feet. Trying to use your hands again as little as possible, or you can join me again for the squats. So make your way into that next to your support. If you need a bit longer, then please press pause and join me when you are ready. Okay. Again, feet nice and even, weight symmetrical. Be mindful of where your weight is when you're doing these. Hands as light as possible. Okay, off we go. Bottom back, squeezing up, keeping that weight central, really thinking about that balance. Chest is up. Lovely. Well done, guys. Be really mindful, really controlled with these squats. Really good. Down and up. We're over halfway. Doing really well. Good work. Let's do one more here. Awesome. Now we're on to that lateral weight transfer. So again, side to side, option to lift the opposite heel. Again, if you need a bit more of a rest, please feel free to pause, have a seated rest, and then join back in when you can. We're going to do 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Off we go, side to side. Awesome work. Lovely, guys. Really be mindful of where your weight is, but keep that chest nice and tall. Keep that hip strong when you're bringing your weight to that side. Awesome work. We're really close to finishing now. Got 3 more exercises after this, then you're done. Got 20 seconds left. Really good. Awesome. Keep it going. 1 more. And relax. Okay, so we're back onto our hip circles now. So you're going to be doing the opposite leg. So this time we're going to be moving the right leg. So you're bringing your weight onto the left leg. We're moving forward, out to the side and back in. So really think here about using those hip muscles to really come forward, especially out to the side and back. Now, if this time you're moving your unaffected leg, you're really having to as well focus on keeping that affected side, the weight that's on the or the leg, the stabilizing leg. You're really having to squeeze and work there to keep nice and stable, not to let everything sort of collapse or bend. You want to squeeze your bottom, squeeze your hips. Okay, so we're going. It's nice and strong on that left side, forward and around. So again, I don't care how big the circle is. It's not about the size of the circle. It's about staying tall and feeling that movement happening from your hip. So you might find that the way back, it doesn't get very far. But as long as you're feeling your hip muscles here and your bottom muscles working, that's all that matters. It's all about that control. On this standing leg as well, try and keep that knee a little bit soft. Okay, let's change direction now. Let's go back and around forward. Back and around forward. Really nice. Awesome. Good. Let's do one more here. And relax. Good. One more balance, then our punches, and we're done. So we're doing that forward and backward weight transfer again. Feet are even, forward and back. Okay, guys, so try and if you need a rest again, please feel free to have a sit, pause and come back when you're ready. If not, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, off we go. Forward, weight symmetrical through both of our feet. We're really controlling and feeling those muscles in our ankles working. Feeling that weight shifting forward and back from our balls of our feet to the heels. So feeling about controlling that, being mindful about your affected leg, doing equal amounts of work to your unaffected leg. So really here, we're really just thinking about being mindful about our movement. If we can identify where our weight is, okay, it's really good for our sort of sensory awareness of where our limb is and our proprioception is, which is knowing where our limbs are in space. So trying to really think and focus on where you feel the pressure and the weight in your feet. It's really important for that. But then also you being able to correct yourself when you're not symmetrical or when you're overcompensating, so up there, through one side. Awesome. Okay, back to sitting. One more minute of punches, then we're cooling down. Off we go. Use this as a bit of active recovery. Giving those legs a rest. Really awesome work, guys. So remember, I'll talk while we're doing it. Remember that to get the most out of these classes, I would always recommend that you do at least another 2 classes in a week. So it might be that you do an upper body and a lower body class as well as this one to get a really nice rounded routine in your week. You can find loads of other level 3 classes on the Different Strokes charity Facebook page and the Different Strokes UK YouTube page. If these classes are being a little bit too easy for you, then you could always try the level 4. Just have a look at the description on the website or on Facebook. If you find them a little bit too challenging, it might be that you want to check out the level 2s. Sometimes you might be mixing and matching, but just have a look at the descriptions and find something that suits you. And relax. Well done, guys. Awesome work. Let's do some stretches for those legs that have worked super hard. Okay, so I'm going to get you to sit forward on your chair. You're going to straighten out that right leg. Left leg is bent. Hands on the left knee. Sit tall, hinge forward until you feel a stretch down the back of that straight leg. Hold that there. Remember, if there's ever anything you would like to see in these classes as well, or if you have any comments or feedback, please feel free to leave them below or send a message to the Different Strokes Facebook group. Always welcome any feedback. And if there's anything you'd like to see, I always try and include it. And we're going to change legs. Left leg straight, right knee bent, sit tall, hinge forward. Feel that stretch down the back of that straight leg. Lovely. Whew. Well done, everyone. So we're going to be working on balance for the next few weeks. So there'll be a variety of different circuits and different exercises that you can do to help work on your balance. And relax back. Okay, let's now bring that left leg back underneath us. Okay, lean through that left knee to push your heel down towards the ground until you feel a stretch just above the back of that ankle. So if you do want to work on your balance, you can have a look at different things to sort of measure your progress. So that could be a timed unsupported stand. So if that's something you find difficult, is standing without holding on to anything, is practicing standing and seeing how long you can hold without holding on to anything. Now it's really important for these ones, okay, and then change legs, that you have somebody there to supervise you for safety, because that's the most important thing. You want to keep yourself safe, especially if you're doing something that's challenging for your balance. You want to reduce risk of falling. So So if you were going to practice or have a go at timing how long you can stand unsupported, right there, lovely. What I would do is do it in front of a support. So you could have your feet hip width apart, chair could be behind you, your assistant could be standing beside you. I would suggest on your weaker side. And then you start the timer when your hands come off the side. And if you keep your hands hovering, it means that you've got something to hold on to if you lose your balance, okay? So that's a way of having a practice of your balance. If you find purely just standing without anything can be challenging. If you want to make that even harder, you could bring your feet in together and see how long you can hold without holding on there and time that. And write them down and see. You can always write them down for a record, and you can come back to trying to look at those again in future to have a little bit of an indication of if you feel like your standing balance has improved. Other things you can do, so those ones always in front of a support, chair behind, and then you can have someone definitely there closely supervising you for safety who can assist with your balance as needed. Other things you could also do is pick a challenge task. So something you find that's particularly challenging for your balance. So it could be reaching to get something off a different surface. Rate how hard it is out of 10. So 10 being so hard it's almost impossible, and 0 being it's not an effort at all. Rate how hard you find it out of 10. Write it down and come back to that in future, and then rate it again and compare and see if it's any different. Okay, so that's us for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the class, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Give me a thumbs up below if you've enjoyed the class. Okay, take care. See you all soon. Bye.